Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. As you can see, 2021 corset is upon us. And I, I did manage to get enough cash for a premier draft, but it, this it's our first time experiencing the set, so I just cashed in some, for some gems, and you know what? We're going to do an actual seal. We'll probably just do one. I want to do pretty much draft beyond this point, but I want to at least start building up my collection a little bit. So we'll cash these in, see what we get, and basically this is our pre-release experience, quote unquote. And well, right off the bat, we got probably the best mythic to open for limited, and with some consideration for constructed massacre worm. Sanctum of All is this one's a mulligan and sorts. Containment Priest is a possible option. I actually would like this one for standard now. Spore Weaver is a good control card. Shacklegeist, not not that many spirits, and Teferi's Ageless Insight is kind of well. So literally, we're not married to any of these rares except for Massacre Worm, and even then, this depends on how many good cards we can get. So it'll be a shame if we can't run it. But let's see how it happens. First, let's start off with black, since that's the one we're most excited with. Okay, the excitement dies down when pretty much your multiples are three fetid imps. The Gorman's not bad. Deathbloom Talid's there. Liliana's Steward, not so much. This is gonna be very awkward. Also, okay, we have one white black land. Actually, let's do a land check. Wish there's a way to do. I want to check for land that is not basic, so pretty much commons and uncommons. Okay, so Scarred Barrens, Rugged Highlands, Blossoming Sands. Okay, not so great. Let's reset that. Probably the big caveat of sealed, so let's start with white. Okay, there is one shrine for white. White's not so bad. We have probably one of the best commons, Basri's Acolyte. Falconer Adept is a good, works well with that. Valorous Steed. This allows us to kind of go white. We have some early drops. Shieldmate. Well, that's one very large shield if I say so myself. Revitalize is okay. Unfortunately, our multiple is, well, I can't complain too much. This is removal. It's horrid, this removal, considering its sorcery speed, but it's still removal. The swift response is okay there too. So white's not so exciting. Let's take a look at. Okay, we just took a look at black. Let's take a look at red. Two shocks. That's okay. Battle Rattle Shaman. Okay, we got a few dogs. Destructive Tempering's meh. Spell Gorger weird. Probably will need to check blue afterwards, especially with Goblin Wizardry is gonna be interesting. Probably check blue, probably then check green. So we'll check blue first. Two copies of Frantic Inventory, so not so much. Also, we literally only have one spirit, so Shacklegeist is a no. I think one spirit. Yeah, one spirit. There's no Spirit of Vengeance. Yeah. We might have to just run the rare just to beef up. And okay, at least we can ramp. We got Palladium Mirror and Sky Scanner, but the mana is gonna be so rough on us. Green is actually the one that looks very, very heavy, so we might actually go into that. So what do you get? So we got Pride Malkin, so that's okay. Snare Spinner, sure. Track Down. Well, it's a way to. The Fungal Rebirth is going to be the interesting one, so it allows us to get some cards back. I definitely want to run green. It's just a question of what do I run after that. We don't exactly run it for ramp, but we're running it just pretty much for Colossal Dreadmaw. Ranger's Guile is a very good anti-combat trick. It's not a great trick in itself. Yeah, everything is looking really poor. Okay, so on the assumption, wait, we actually have two Sanctums. Yeah, only two Sanctums, so Only 2 sanctums. The good news is that the black sanctum is. You actually could run this by itself. It's very annoying by itself. Um, Sanctum of Light. So this would be 4 mana to tap. So very annoying. Probably not so great. We probably just run the. Will I run Sanctum of All just for those two? No. Let's see. Tree-Fetid Imps. Super Death Touch deck. Okay, let's see. We don't have any. We don't have the big rare Death Touch payoff. So let's see what are the things I like. I like the Adept. Oh, we actually have a Legion's Judgment. So we actually have a lot of removal for white. We just don't have a lot of creatures to go with it. We'd be forced to run every creature. Discard the card is not great without a way to draw multiple cards. Like Frantic Inventory will only draw us. For the cost of 2 cards, we will be drawing 3. It's not so great. Yeah, I could run Teferi's Ageless Insight, but there's a Larcenist, so we do have something that attacks. Drowsing Reed. We actually have a lot of ways to draw cards. But what benefit do we get from what benefit do we get from drawing these cards? It could help us hit our Massacre Worm mana, I suppose. That's probably one plan. Yeah, we don't have the if you drew 2 cards payoff, so that's a bust. Yeah, this already feels so not great. It's okay. Let's start. So, considering red only gets a Shaka's removal, we don't have any of the we don't have any good fight cards is in green. Just have a way to buy stuff back. Okay, let's see if we actually have enough to go white-black. So we would have to run all the Fetid Imps. We will run We'll run the Sanctum. Tavern Swindler, why not? At least it's a 2-2. It's still a 2-2 for 2. Cage Zombie, Deathbloom Talid, Gormand, Massacre Worm. So these are the good cards. No, these are the cards that are barely playable. I wouldn't even reach it to good. We also have green, so I could go green, white, black. Yeah, that's gonna be so messy. Like, we don't exactly have Cultivate or any other ways to shoot our mana. We definitely have to run the Sky Scanner at this point. The Palladium Mirror is also looking great at this point as well. Prismite, not so much. Also, what are... Okay, Drowsing Pteranodon, but we don't exactly have a +1/+. Well, actually, we do have a bit of a +1/+1 counter team, like the Pteranodon and just dump a Pride Malkin. And we also have an Invigorating Surge, not so well. It's an instant effect, so maybe that's quite good. We also got Truffle Snout. Actually, we could just go green black. That's the one that's starting to look a lot better. We will be hurting for removal though. We'll be hurting for removal, but we will have quite a bit of creatures, and we will be able to benefit from. Okay, so let's try that. We'll definitely run these. Run the Pteranodon. Run Invigorating Surge. Ranger's Guile is an interesting trick. Skyway Sniper gives us an early creature. Definitely want to run the Soar, the Dreadmaw, and the Warden. So these are. So if I just ran this would be how I do it. Probably the. Now let's see if we went white instead. If we went white instead, one, we would lose out on some of the other bigger creatures, or we'll be relying solely on Massacre Worm and Gorman. We will get another Sanctum, which is nothing to write home about. Daybreak Charger's okay. Revitalize helps us get closer. Season, we'll probably just run the Hollow Blade. Actually, the trick here is threat of activation is better than actually activating it. We don't actually have to activate it. But if our opponent's smart, they might force us to activate it quite often. Run the Falconer Adept, ran the Valorous Steed. We get more removal in Swift Response and Legion's Judgment, and we have to run Acolyte. That's the best one. So we get more removal with white black, and we also get the benefit of running this. The only caveat is our mana is all over the place. It's actually more white than black, so we might even be tempted to run a Prismite just to be sure we hit the Magic Massacre Worm mana. Then again, we are not exactly pressured to hit it on 6. So we could actually go with this. We have a lot more early plays as a result with this one. Compared to green, which, let's see, what's our greens? Pteranodon, Snare Spinner, Track Down. We're more mid heavy than early heavy, which I guess is fine. I'll be honest, I actually like the green better. Yep. And okay, we have way too many, but if we do that, here's the mix. We can cut 1 or 2 of the 6s, and we don't and our curve is actually somewhat better. Like with this, we hit 18-7, so we actually can cut creatures here. So like, say we can cut 1 Fetid Imp, and Invigorating Surge is kind of, well, the Truffle Snout. We could actually cut the Truffle Snout. This basically just pumps. Well, no, it's a good combination with Invigorating Surge at least. It's really the Pride Malkins that allow us to put counters on anything else. We're trying to see if we can get the... We do need to keep some of the larger creatures, so... I might actually just cut the Warden in favor of Dreadmaw. So we got Ranger Scout to protect some of our early stuff. Actually, we might need it to just protect some of the bigger stuff. We can let some of the smaller stuff die as a result. So I guess this is how we're gonna run it. The mana's not impressive. It's actually tempting to just say run these, like, but I don't like the idea of putting my life on the line to see enter the battlefield tap land. So we'll give this one a shot. If things go bad, I'll switch to white black. There is a bit of not, I wouldn't say non-synergy, but there's a little bit of weirdness here and there. Yeah, I guess the Dilophosaur is the marquee card here. So as far as some sealed decks go, this is probably one. Massacre Worm aside, it's probably one of the most underpowered. So I'm not putting. So it's a good thing that we went for sealed. At least the payoff, we still get 3 packs as a payoff. That's pretty much all we're going for. We'll see if we can actually. We'll see. I believe we can win a game or 2 if we play our cards right. So right off the bat, I'm actually liking this as an early keep. We actually want more black than green overall. We only need like 2 green in the interim. So we want to save the track down for much later. So we want to start early. Okay. Also, these small guys count as removal. And the interesting thing is, I'm gonna offer a trade. If he blocks, okay. pretty much not gonna block. Since we didn't trade, I'm free to play the Spore Web. So this will buy us quite a bit of time. We might end up playing the track down and hopefully look for another black source. Ornery Dilophosaur is probably not gonna be active anytime soon. We could just play. Well, I'm not gonna gamble if I don't. If I can avoid gambling, I will. Opponent's playing what looks like a very good white green. Okay. We should be careful of fight cards and whatnot. Okay, so I'm gonna play the track down. We're gonna fish for a land. Then we'll play the Sanctum to. Oh wait, Scry Tree. Then. Okay, I do not want the forest. The Truffle Snout might be a contender. Or who am I kidding? I have other plays. Let's bin that too. So, and this one triggers at the beginning of pre-combat main phase. So we also should try to consider leaving up one black so that we can always activate Fetid Imp. Well, it's not attacking. Okay. So I actually think this. What? Opponent's probably gonna start trading. There you go. Start simplifying the board a little bit. So now it's like what, another 18 turns? Yeah. In the overall scheme of things, I would. At least I know if it's white, it's basically 5 mana for that removal spell. So, ooh, wants to draw tons of cards. This one's great, but this one's assuming the presence of things like Revitalize and whatnot. Now here's the thing: I can just play the Pride Malkin now, bump a counter onto this, and this gets to attack. Well, I'm trying to remember. Legions, that's I think 3 mana. So Legions is 3 mana, but the tap ability is not. So I might actually want to wait. I'm willing to wait here because okay, opponent drops his own Pride Malkin. Okay, so we'll actually take. Okay, there's a Massacre Worm, but we whiffed on the mana. And I'm holding this a little bit back because I might use the... Okay. I'm willing to just trade the 2 for 1. I'm willing to trade all those. I'm waiting for him to cast something. Like, Ranger's Guile. Oh no, he let true. Okay, I'm gonna try this now. Probably does have the Ranger's... Yeah, he has it. It could also be Feat of Resistance, which is just as bad. But I'd have... Heroic Intervention. Yup. He was actually waiting. That's interesting. So the Sanctum's literally buying some time. We may have have to give up on. Let's see, what is now Sage? If you've drawn 2 or 8 damage. Yeah, may have to kind of give up on that one. Yeah, heroic intervention. Ooh, idle endurance. Oh, he gets to buy all those things back. Okay, yep, that's a very good one. And he gets to act, and he gets to cast one for free immediately. Come on, black mana. Let's hit that worm. Oh, it's just a test of training too, because why not? Okay, so here's the question. He can do one of these a turn. Do I wait? Okay, let's. If he does the Pteranodon, that one would have been out of reach. Same with Snare Spinner. I'll just play the Tavern Spinner first. Because basically, I want to put myself in a position where I'll trade for a little damage in this. Okay, opponent drops 1 card. Snare Spinner, that's okay. And so test and training. Whoa, going all. Are we? We're not quite dead yet. We will be dead soon. It's gonna be a race. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing with both these guys. Create some sort of stock. We're still dead in 2 turns. Also, I won't be able to actually pay this. Probably should consider holding this one back. Flip the coin. We could lose quickly there, but so be it. Well, we actually will gain 1 life back, but yeah, this one's awfully slow. Yeah, we probably should go white. We probably should try the white black one. Yeah, all those tests and trainings. Our opponent had the better. Oh, white. He's holding back. Oh. Okay. He kind of wants to trade, eh? Because what I can actually also do is, if he's not willing to attack, I just hold back. I don't swing with this one if I don't have to. And opponent loses life when a creature dies, so we will hit 9. Opponent's leaning on that idol quite heavily. Yeah, no wonder he allowed that trade. That was a big bummer. Well. Green-white is also looking like a possibility. Actually, we should consider green-white too. That one is on team. There's a trick here. I swing with this. No, I have to. Okay, this is an interesting one. I have to swing with these 2. 1 creature will die as a result. If both creatures die, then I lose the game because he swings up top. If I flip this, I swing with this one. I won't be able to activate. Yeah. I get. Yeah, yeah, it's a good game. We don't have a way to win. Yep. This one taps, so we can only activate once. Yeah, so we'll let our opponent have the win there. We probably should try... I guess we could try that. We should just go... He has Invigorating Surge to rub it in further. If I did that, I would have gone to 11 life. That would have been possible. But oh well, that's how the cookie crumbles. Actually, now that we've seen that one, let's cut the black and add the white in, because it gives us more removal. It gives us more creatures on the board. So let's give that a try. So yeah, we lose it. Well, the Sanctum was never a thing to begin with. Okay, so let's try this. Priest, Daybreak, Revitalize, Hollow Blades, Swift Response, Legion's Judgment, Acolyte, Falconer Adept, Valorous Steed, Secure the Sea. Yeah. Okay, here's the problem. Not enough good white. We could start adding. Snare Spinner's a good add. And it does allow us to add Warden and whatnot. But there's actually just more cards for us in black. We could try the other thing, which is black-white. So let's cut. So we're actually cutting a bunch of good cards, so this one's really an experiment. I'm not liking it right now. We already have one Secure the Scene. We definitely want to Revitalize in. Then let's see. Fetid Imp, Grasp of Darkness. We might have to run the Alchemist Gift, as so unexciting as it is. Okay, that's 23, so that should be 17. Yeah, so it's not... And we do get the option of that land, so... That's one possibility for us. So this is one other possibility. So we're basically just trying every deck out. So I guess that's the interesting thing about at least that's the one thing about sealed. Unless there's something that's way too obvious that you have to do it that way, feel free, go ahead and feel free to experiment. Right now our curve, again, it's mostly like two. This is one we're talking about, mostly 2s and 3s. 16-7 is not bad, so we should at least have quite a bit of creatures. Let's give this one a shot. In worst case scenario, we will have the mana to just keep using the Sanctum to tap something down. At the very least, we have the black one, the black Sanctum. That one's the best payoff. So we definitely have 2-drop 2. Okay, we're keeping this one. If we draw into more lands, we will have fodder for the Hollow Blade, but we need to prioritize black. Well, we need at least 2 whites because of Acolyte. There's 2 other creatures, which is not bad. Okay, so we'll drop the Hollow Blade. This is gonna be annoying for, at least from an UI perspective. This thing can be active all the time. So thankfully, our opponents. So we get to hit for 5. And afterwards, it becomes a 4-2 that is potentially indestructible, but cards are an issue. Opponent is taking some time to make a decision. Okay. So I guess I'm keeping that black mana. Also, the interesting thing is we don't. This one's just literally a 1/1 flash right now. It doesn't even have black mana yet. So now, yeah, if he took this, that means he did have it. So okay, that's that one. Okay, in terms of counter spells, the one thing I'm concerned with is... okay, there's the counter for... Is there a 2 mana counter that I'm missing? There's no Essence Scatter. But here's the thing, at least we hit our 2 into 2 into 4. Opponents... Yeah, so we are a bit more aggro than our opponents. So opponent... Okay. Obvious counters are obvious. Does our opponent have a kill spell? Okay, our opponent just conceded. So... without a single shot fired in anger. So... okay, it'll take us 6 wins to get our gems back. We'll keep going at this. Yeah, you definitely want the super aggro curve. I think the problem with green was that despite being the color of big creatures, we did not have most of them. So we got... okay, this is the worst version of it, but I'm still willing to keep this because Seasoned Hollowblade might be able to carry us. So let's see, it's literally clutch or kick time. Again, prioritize black mana because we are running 1 Massacre Worm. One is running 3 colors. Yeah, turns out these guys are actually shocked. I'm willing to spend 1 card on that. Also, especially because I have the 1/2 punch. Definitely save the Legion's Judgment for... definitely save the Legion's Judgment because pretty much our opponent's creatures have to be relatively big. Scorching Dragonfire, sure. So our opponent is playing Burn. Opponent could still have another shot. Okay, we drew 4 lands. So I'm willing to discard this plains because we need to prioritize black mana. Okay, this is sorcery, so that's a bust. We'll play the Federated. So what did it cost us? It cost us 1 swift response. Opponent wants to burn it, it's fine, I guess. Sell target non-land permanent. We'll swing first. This is also our weakest removal spell. It's actually a bit of a non-bow with Seasoned Hollowblade, so because it gives us our opponent something to block with. So we're hoping whatever our opponent drops is big enough to just cast Legion. Double Vision. So, okay, pass. Let's annoy our opponent. Now, let's see how much removal our opponent actually has. It's very plausible. Like, the Dragonfire and Shock are both commons. Secure the Scene. And these are exile effects, so okay. That's actually a good one. Except it gives us 2 1/1s, so we'll make the best use of it. And okay, we hit our Massacre Worm mana now. Opponent hits 6 mana. It's a Heartfire Immolator. He probably sacks it and nuke the Fetid Imp. Rousing Reed. Okay. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. So he can actually activate this. Okay, let's say I secure this scene. He activates by sniping this in response. Actually, if he snipes in response, it's actually good for us. Let's do that. Now, if he has a shock, it's not great for us. So he has to decide if he snipe. Nope, there you go. Basically, he can't cover both fronts at the same time. Also, if he sacks in response, he does not get the token. Oh, I could have actually just used Legion's Judgment. I didn't have to give up the secure. So there we go, 2 wins. Let's keep at it. So yeah, so far I'm liking the Orzhov version a lot better. So we can chalk up the Golgari version to experience. We may not have big creatures, but we have to prioritize early pressure. And I would not consider Containment Priest early pressure. We can just cast Revitalize just to try to dig for Palladium mana. We want to hit at least Falconer Adept. Yeah, let's keep this. And also, I think our opponent's going first. Okay, we hit our land, so... We also have Grasp of Darkness as an option, but this is... Well, it's not quite nuclear, but it's essentially our... Warhead option of sorts. So I'm leaving this so that... If I need to drop a Containment Priest, I will. It's kinda iffy. I'm not dropping anything for quite some time. Okay, fine. Okay, we hit the Tavern Swindler. Hit the Cage Zombie. We'll hit the Palladium Mirror first. This puts it straight into 5 mana. So that... What? Bye-bye Palladium Mirror. So... Opponent is still kind of stuck though. So I'm actually gonna just play... We could play the Falconer Adept. Okay, I'm actually gonna play Tavern Swindler first. We don't have to play the Containment Priest quite yet. It also allows us to drop Basri's Act. Perfect. So let that hit. Plus he actually paid for the mana, so that one goes down. And we now have multiple options. Unfortunately, we need... So we actually swing first. We'll see if he's willing to block. So at this point, if our opponent swings with Gorehorn, we probably just block with Acolyte. Okay. We could also... If our opponent doesn't have anything, we could actually just take the 8. There's our nuclear option. I don't think red has a toughness pumping effect. And we do need something. So we'll Sky Scan and see what we get. Secure. That's fine. We're still gonna keep on swinging. We need to be distracted at this point. Opponent is kind of flooded right now, actually. So we'll just drop the Falconer Adept. This one's gonna be serious beats. And there you go. Opponent concedes right there. So, yep. Rule of sealed. Pump up the vault. No, sorry. Yeah, keep the pressure. Keep the pressure on. Have to force our opponent to be the one to respond. So far, so good. And we haven't quite gotten any use of the sanctums yet. So those are a bit more emergency control aspects. Could we sub them? Could they be subbed out? The black one, not so much. I think the black one gives us inevitability. The white one can, though it is a good safety measure. It also increases the clock. Sure, 5 mana to tap something's not great for us. Okay, we're missing. as I said, we have some early pressure. We could just dump the Fetid Imp if we don't draw into black mana soon. Okay. Oh, okay. Usually these are better if you have something to pay off with it, but if you need to cast it, just I cast it. Especially very early, it's super non-committal. It's okay, so we let's see if our opponent has a response. Now take note that these colors, it's probably not that well, could be destroy target tap creature, in which case, yeah, I'll probably discard the imp. Okay, he's letting us in. Okay, we'll pass. Frantic. Oh, he really is digging. I would have expected green blue more. That is the one with the if I draw a second card. That's the one with that payoff. In this case, Mistral Singer. Sure. So I can actually drop Containment. You know, we'll drop the Revitalize first because we are in great need of mana. Like there. Pass. Okay, we hit the Sanctum, so we definitely want to play that. Now let's offer the trade. Opponent's not trading. I think it's because he believes he can commit more to the board than we can. So he drops his Falconer at depth. Okay, we'll take the hit. We'll drop this one because we might still get them. Now it's a good time to get an extra creature on board. Now we're starting to hit our mana, which is good. So we got some options here. Probably the best option is to swing first with this. Then we can drop our own. So we can actually just drop the Fetid Imp, threaten to block the Adept. I probably would want to do this later though. So. Oh wait, there you go. Valorous Steed. So the Falconer Adept, they probably have a way to give it flying. Let's assume that. There it is. Rousing Need, so it doesn't have Vigilance, so if our opponent swings into this board, we take 7, but we get to hit back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opponent might end up just holding back the Mistral Singers, which is okay. I would like to hit one more black mana, because it will allow me to drop the Imp. Okay, Sky Scanner's fine too. I might actually ditch the Sanctum. No, wait. Our opponent did not. Our opponent only held. It's now 2/2. It could become a 3/3. That's fine. Let's dump the pressure early now. If our opponent has a way to say draw a card and whatnot. Okay, blocks the Containment Priest. Yep, Frantic Inventory draws some cards, so triggers the Prowess. That one was that one's predicted. But we hit for 8. So now let's see if the Sanctum can yield the last few points of damage. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Opponent has to answer has to answer the Sanctum, and so we just need to stay alive for 2 turns. Should be plausible. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, and well, we're taking 7 actually. Actually, no. Yeah, because we're literally just buying time. We're blocking that damage. We're just letting Sanctum of Stone Fangs do the job for us. Could our opponent counter our Sanctum? He could. Opponent probably wants to drop a big creep. Drop the Gale Super. Yeah, it would have been pointless because they're all flying already at this point. So he can block 3 of my things, which is fine. And so what we can do is this one just costs 4 mana. Is there a way to bounce a non... I don't think there's a way to bounce a non-land permanent. There's only creature or spell. Well, I'm about to be proven wrong, but... Also, our opponent could just have revitalized, so that might be an issue. So we're gonna swing with these two. I could have tapped one actually. Okay, end the turn. Let's see if our opponent has to revitalize. Oh no, he's digging. He might still have a revitalize. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, this is pretty much the best Sanctum. Yep, that's it. Sanctum doing the job. Yeah, I'm gonna have to respond to a few of these messages later. But let's keep going. Yeah, so the Sanctums provide inevitability, which is kind of key here. So 4 wins, 1 loss. I hope I did not jinx myself there. So pretty much for it's the same question, especially in core sets. It becomes much more simpler. So it really boils down to what is your plan? What is your plan of attack? And can you support said plan of attack? And what is your plan B in that event? Like, oh, this is the opposite of the previous hand. This is definitely not capable. I'm literally knocking on wood to draw 1 white source. Sure, I have the Grasp of Darkness, but okay, this is better. The Basri's Acolyte is great. I'm probably gonna play the Stone Fangs first, so I could actually bin the... Okay, we're keeping 6. We're probably gonna bin the Containment Priest because that one is the... Oh, opponent starting first. That one might be... Okay, there you go. We have the Tavern Spindler as an option. But we're gonna lead on Stone Fangs first. Also, I should try to remember which... Oh, wait. It's the cat. Wait, no, okay, this one's draw card, discard a card. We'll play the Cage Zombie first. Next turn, we'll drop Swindler and Imp, and we're knocking on wood to hit another white source. Oh, opponent drops a Meteorite. Well, into the graveyard, thankfully. Okay, not a white source yet, so we're kind of hurting on that end. Yeah, I'm gonna drop these 2 first. No need for the Death Touch quite yet. I probably will hold this guy back. Actually, if I put the counters, it's gonna be on the Zombie and the Swindler. It only has some blood and yeah. Okay, there you go, we hit it. And we have the one man as a spare. Let's give our opponent the option. Okay, he's not gonna take it. It's basically our part of our be more aggressive plan. Now our opponent definitely has a lot of removal at this, has a lot of removal options possible. Like there's the black common exile spell, there's the white common exile spell that we saw a while ago. Definitely blocking this one, and yeah, definitely blocking this one. Let's see what our opponent has. Oh, definitely paying for this because I don't, not like I got anything better to do. Literally just traded. Oh, this is gonna be a bat. Oh, our battle will be legendary. I think I know why our opponent's running 3 colors. He has more sanctums than we do. Okay, we still have a life linker, so these two basically cancel each other out. With a Crypt Lurker, you may... Okay. He chose neither option. Has a Tome, so he will be able to draw 2 more cards. Yeah, now's the time to go nuclear. Now that our opponent is under pressure, we go nuclear at this point. I should not say no go nuclear. I did say that this was more like a conventional one. Yeah, if you're reduced to drawing cards during your main phase, that's an issue. Yeah, we're clearly flooded, but we do have our colors at least. Opponent wants to drop at least the one. Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. Opponent probably has a way to kill this. Face Feathers, gain some life. Okay. So that's... brings the clock back. Okay, we actually have a trick of sorts. I can nuke the Sanctum so that I'm back in pace again. There is no real rush yet though, so let's wait. My concern... and he already played one Mind Rot. It'll be annoying if he has a second, but... we'll leave it at that. Because he's still losing 3 life a turn, regardless of what... Okay. One is about to gain 4 life though, so we may have to consider... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We may have to consider nuking the Maze Mind Tome. Okay. He's looking for something very specific. The Fairy's Protege. Okay, we got Valorous Steed, so... you know what? I guess we let him gain the 4 life. Okay, I could also just sever the scene with this right now, but that's... yeah. Let's just keep the hits simply. And if he has any effects that take care of this, I'd want him to use it up right now. Eliminate? Yeah, sure. So he taps this, he'll go back up to 7. Let's hope. I'm literally relying on what few removal spells I have, so... it's really curious. Scry 2. We will definitely snipe this one. Opponent likes the next 2 cards, that might be a problem. Okay, now... we go for this now. Okay, he did not have the range of now. Good news. I guess we swing with these 2. I will trade the Steed for the Teferi's Protege. into another piece of removal. No, this is okay. Has another life glutton, so let's play into that. He will have to swing. The little sky scanner that could. What is the white splash for? Okay, there's a swift response. I'm suspecting he might have a Plane Slayer Angel, but he didn't. He's still missing out on the white mana. Yeah, I would kill for Fate's Fetters here. I'll definitely kill this one first. There you go. And that was a very swift response. I'm really concerned also that our opponent's sandbagging cards. You really should just play it all out at this point. Probably hold. Oh, so no. Hold on, 5. So we're at 8 mana. 9. 10. So there's literally 7 lands left. Opponent probably blocks with token. He could take the 2 damage, which is fine. Also, our opponent's forced to use Enthralling Hold on the Sky Scanner. It's slightly amusing, I guess. Also, the Massacre Worm will not be amusing, but we're still yet to draw it. It's a 1 in 19 chance, so 5%. Let's see, does he double block? Okay, double blocks. So now we wait. Massacre Worm probably not gonna do much now. Yeah, this one's also sorcery. We're literally just waiting for our opponent to drop some. Oh, this is interesting. Woo! Now our opponent has to answer the Gorman. Let's assume he does have it. Let's not kid ourselves. He's down to 10 cards, so he pressures on him. We still have our Massacre Worm up. That's literally our only big thing. Everything else is... Oh yeah, we need to start sandbagging cards because we still have the... Oh, never mind. Sandbagging cards because we still have the tree one. The Adanto Vanguard. I don't want to say they're kind of wannabes because you don't get the cheap option of paying for life. Yeah, that's cheap. There we go. 5 wins. One more win, we get our gems back. Another win after that, and oh, that would be so great. Yeah, but how can I say I really like? Okay, definitely keeping this. We do want Sanctum. We want early Sanctum because that is a lot of pressure. So, yeah, basically play those cards, figure out your priorities. Snare Spinner, so that's fine. They kind of counter each other. And in fact, we now have we can just do Swift Response. Okay, we probably will do Swift Response. Like, that said, I would really prefer not to drop Basri's Acolyte now, so we're probably just gonna hold on to Revitalize. Also, Sanctum literally took all the effort for that. Okay, we'll Revitalize now. Yuck, lands. Okay, I might not have a choice. We will play Basri's Acolyte. Yeah, that's a bit of a non-bow, but... It does have can draw that massive. If not, we can just Legion's Judgment the... Okay, there's a doorman. We'll kind of have to wait a bit. We can just Legion's Judgment this one first, though. Stem the bleeding. So we need... So this is a bit weird. We need to hit another creature just to be able to cast the doorman. Opponent secures... Oh! Opponent gives us creature. I'll take that. And I'll... Sometimes if you need to find a solution for your problems, sometimes your opponent will solve the problem for you. Now that's it. If our opponent's rocking Baneslayer, we probably... Oh, okay, Sporeweb's Weaver. And a Snare Spinner, so... This one's still only like... Yeah, so we'll pass. It'll eventually come to the point where our opponent will have to start blocking. So... We're definitely going to take hits from that one. Let's Sky Scanner first. We draw off the top. Does this have reach? No, it's just vigilance. Okay. We have to manage. So we swing with this. Opponent's eventually gonna have to block. I guess we can take the hit from the Warden unless he's got... Okay, we're gonna take the hit from the Warden. Siege Striker... has double strike. Oh, wait. There you go. He might have a Ranger's Guile, but feat of resistance. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. If I swing with this, I can kill either one of the two, but... Oh wait, there you go. He has to double block. So it has protection from black, so we'll snipe the Spinner first. And the 1 damage getting through is more than enough. Yep. Figured there was something there. Yeah. Sometimes your opponent answers your problems for you. Yeah, in all seriousness, if our opponent... That's nice. If our opponent did not use up that big 5-mana removal spell on the Sanctum, we would not have had the creature. I guess our opponent was scared that that was gonna run away. I think he pulled the... Our opponent might have pulled that shot way too early. Okay, this is very slow. I don't like this. I'm gonna mulligan. This is a lot better. Grasp of Darkness notwithstanding. I could bin 1 planes. No, I'm kidding. So I'm gonna bin the Grasp of Darkness and kick myself a little bit if I end up drawing Runner. No, I will eventually draw Runner Swamp. We need 1 more mana to get up, the Falconer up. We need at least black mana to get Cage Zombie started. Okay, there's the black mana. We will start with the Falconer actually. Because barring any power toughness boosting effects, these two will just bump off on each other. Hoping our... Legion's Judgment is an option. Okay, we did hit Runner. There is a Capture Sphere. Yeah, I should have attacked first. No, I don't have to. I just need 1 more mana. So let's just keep the situation up. Opponent cast Riddle form. Okay, so that's his game plan. I probably would not cast enough. Okay, Sky Scanner. So he could actually just sack the Sky Scanner too. No harm, no fault. Okay, there's a Basri's Acolyte, which it. So opponent probably chump blocks the Containment Priest with... Oh, he's taking the hits. Okay, go champ. So literally, Bone Anima can't be blocked as long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn. I'm gonna actually buff Basri's Acolyte, so it gives me 3 creatures to swing with. I could actually buff someone else's creature and Legion's Judgment that way, but we'll see what our opponent's up to. Okay, probably just does the mass block. Does he want to draw discard? Yep, he wants to draw discard. Okay, there you go. So, not so much pressure. We really could use that one more land. But otherwise, I feel confident, at least if our opponent drops something big. That's not big. It's good, it's just not big. Got the Sky Scanner at least, so we're hoping to hit mana off this one. It'll be annoying if I hit the Revitalize off this after this taps the mana, like, okay, not bad. So, I can... I probably swing with both. Okay, that's fine. When it starts scrying now. So it's... Mistral Singer. Not quite hitting those spells. Let's see. Yeah, activates. Yeah, Gorman's the... he's not gonna... I don't think he has time to cast the... Yeah, he might not have time to cast a non-creature spell off. He had plenty of instants. It's about to hit something big. Generally, if you're playing white-blue, it's because you have something big you can drop. Opponent probably has a Capture Spear for Gore. Very matter of time. Okay. So here's the end. So he can draw this. He can draw discard 1 first. Phase Vigilance, Lifelink. Well, that's okay. Okay, let's declare attacks. Opponent probably wants to phase out the Gorman. Oh, he's drawing and discarding. How is he gonna take... This has trample, right? Yes, it has trample. Does he have an out? Okay, let's assume he has an out. Yep, that's it. No, the correct play was to phase. Oh well. His loss is our opponent's loss is our gain, so we'll take that. Whew, that is... yeah, considering I've been playing a lot of... I played a bunch of drafts and I've been, well, tanking miserably on a few of them. Getting 7 wins is kind of good form, so there you go. Especially if you are... So that's pretty much a moral lesson if you are... If your sealed pool is if you feel like it's some things are not quite working out, and you have enough cards, go ahead and try another one. I could have easily stuck with the green black, but I guess this is part of experience. Like if you have enough experience, you'll realize, hey, it's not quite working out. Maybe we should try something else. And try something else we did. And considering that the only time we cast Massacre Worm was when we lost, we managed to do fine without it. So there we go. That's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on the notifications and whatnot. I've seen some people on Facebook saying that, oh, we've been having some good experiences with draft. What is your experience in draft? So please let us know in the comments. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again sometime. That's a nice reminder to Weaver. And what shall I say? Stay safe wherever you are. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourselves, your loved ones, your family, and your friends. And always remember that sometimes all it takes is a sublime epiphany, even though I never played that one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next week. Or, well, not next week, probably next time. So, yeah, have a great week, everyone. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are.